why couldn't it be like him or something?
No, don't interrupt me. Do not interrupt me. Don't interrupt me. But then I push you back. But why? Why would anyone push me back, a beautiful woman like me?
I don't know.
I do. It's because you didn't brush your teeth. And your mouth is filthy. No one's gonna kiss you.
Foul.
If you got a foul mouth, disgusting, repulsive. And you know how you could have fixed it? Our product. If you
So Kevin,
they have a hamburger.
you asked us on the way up, like how it lines up to Kip Wallace. What would you say
I've got hamburger
versus Kip Wallace?
It's actually really hard for me to say because during filming, like I was just so deadpan, just so straight-faced. I wasn't able to enjoy the humor.
Yeah.
Really until I watched it like that. So to me, it's pretty close to Kip Wallace at the moment.
It's like it's either going to be better or worse.
Yeah.
I will think it will appeal to different tastes than Kip Wallace, though. Like,
I think there's
people that might not appreciate Kip Wallace that will appreciate this, and vice versa.
I think that this is dirtier and not as many people are going to love it.
The first festival was terrible. It was awful and it smelled.
We later submitted it to the trash.
It's pretty common knowledge that the first one went terribly, and it's also pretty common knowledge that the second one, the 2018 one, we kicked all kinds of ass.
And then the next year was Kip Wallace, and it kind of gave us a way too big of an ego. It went great, nothing went wrong, nothing will go wrong ever again.
I was kind of nerve-wracked like a month before. I was like, how are we gonna follow up Kip Wallace? Like, no matter what we do, Kip Wallace was just lightning in a bottle. It all just kind of came together in a perfect way.
I don't know if this makes us sound like prima donnas, but I felt like we had like something to live up to, and I wanted to make something really good again.
On one hand, you made a comedy last time that a lot of people liked, and now you have to do comedy again. Like, you don't have a choice. Like, you don't have a variety of things. It was a comedy festival, so it's like you have to deliver on the comedy when you just did a successful one. So it's like,
I guess I didn't want anything that we had already done before. I definitely didn't want that stupid environmental movie.
That stupid made up, ecologically self-aware, what was it called?
They were like, we're very excited to announce this new category, and I was like, that's funny because no one's excited to get it.
I was not against anything, literally. Nothing. There's not a single, oh fuck, there was that Earth one, the fucking weather or something. That one was stupid.
Like, I don't think that Uncle Mikki could ask for a better duo than dramedy or buddy comedy, because buddy comedy, like, we love Best Friends, we love it. It's like one of our favorite things when characters are best friends.
This time it took a little longer. It wasn't quite as smooth, but it wasn't bad though. I wouldn't say it was a bad brainstorming session.
I thought buddy comedy was really, I assumed that's what we were going to go with, because I didn't think really any of us wanted to exert the energy to think of a dramedy that would work out well. Brian tried to come up with a dramedy that was like the worst idea possibly any of us have ever thought of.
Out of it, I had a slam dunk.
You did not. You had a terrible idea.
So I had a pitch. What if it was this insurance salesman? He's tasked with the impossible goal of convincing his best friend who has cancer of just letting himself die. And the others said, well, where the jokes come from? And I was like, we'll just come up with jokes later.
It was just, oh God.
You just write the jokes later.
And that's why we didn't end up going the can.
I think I was the one that said, wouldn't it be funny if these people were trying to sell something and like they were scam artists, they're trying to sell insurance on something you wouldn't have insurance for?
And we just kept saying toothbrush.
And I don't think anybody was sold on the toothbrush thing until the prison rape joke.
You're in prison. Obviously, you have to suck cock to survive. But this one guy doesn't like it because you're not gay. You love pussy. I can tell. I can tell this guy loves pussy. You're a red-blooded American. You're a red-blooded American, so your heart's not in it. I know. No one's faulting you for giving bad blowjobs because you're not gay. Your heart's
Kevin, write down all this because all the bits with this guy going to prison have been great.
This is selling me on the idea.
And all of us were like, toothbrushes is in. It's toothbrushes. They sell insurance for toothbrushes because of that prison rape joke. It's staying in.
It's terrible, and people aren't gonna like it, but we love it, so it's going in.
He pre-plants a shiv, surprise, right in your soap.
Literally, the day we were coming up with it, I remember Alex saying, I love/hate it when people trying to sell you something, it's like, it's game changing, it'll change everything. It can be called like game changing or something, like it could be called something along those lines, and I'm just like, oh, what about like game changers? And immediately we're just like, that's it, all right, that's it. So I'm just write that on the script.
That it's gonna change the way you go to bed at night and revolutionize the way you wake up.
Did somebody say revolution?
Hi Cody, thanks for being with us today.
It's wonderful being here in my house again.
I knew we would have to get a lot done in 48 hours, which was very exciting as a challenge.
I knew that it was 48 hours long, and I knew that I was gonna kill it at whatever role they gave me.
They gave us the script Friday night, which was nice to have like a little bit of time to prepare.
I don't even think I got this script, actually.
I didn't know a lot going in at all. Same thing as all the stuff I do with them.
I thought it was so funny. I was really excited.
I just trusted them, I guess.
Yeah, we had some new people on set. I don't trust outsiders. They made me very uncomfortable. I remember being very rude to them because I hate outsiders. I said, don't talk to me, leave me alone, I hate you. No, they were great.
This crew was the biggest crew that we've ever had. We had Cody playing Skeptical Man. We brought in Nicole, who played the character Question Girl. We got Paige to play Unreadable Woman. So some very deep, fully fleshed out characters there.
You put so much into something, and it's like you get one line, you know? It was actually really fun to figure out how to, because I was supposed to be, you know, the unreadable woman, so like I was like, I have to act. So I was like trying to be very specific about like when I would blink or when I'd be like.
They're quite the gaggle of guys. Like they're just a bunch of like awesome weirdos.
I'm pretty sure that they like got my lunch order wrong, which I thought was really unprofessional. So I probably won't be working with again because of that.
All right, we'll move on.
I feel like we all mesh pretty well creatively too, which is cool. We had a lot of room to play and be weird, and they're very open to that, so.
It was really fun. There was like a script, but it just felt super playful, and we were all making each other laugh.
It was great. They all did a great job. They all had a really good moment to shine. I think they were sick of us by the end of it, but whatever.
And Vince was back, of course.
And Vince had more of a role this time around.
Give me that look, all right? Everyone in this room has been to prison.
But he's a speaker for the movie. No, you don't love it. No, he sees a black joke in the
Filming day was sweet. It was interesting because we rented out that new camera, and immediately, like, its benefits started showing.
We wanted to kind of up the quality game when it came to what type of equipment we were using. So I wanted to test out some, and the one I had my eye on was the C200.
It honestly does like solve a lot of issues that we specifically have, like just with our audio issues and stuff like that. Like it just took care of us in so many different ways that we just were not prepared for how it touched us.
We were like, holy fuck, that looks amazing. That looks better than anything I've ever made. It makes Alec look like a chump loser idiot.
Last time I fell in love with Vince. This time around, I fell in love with you, baby.
What's your role in this short film?
What's my role? Well, not audio at the moment.
It's always, fun watching Brian do his thing, and then Kevin also participate. It's always fun watching Kevin do his thing.
And your mouth is filthy. No one's gonna kiss you.
Foul. Which with each three, my role got bigger each time. First time, barely in, didn't see my face. Second time, I had a name, had a face, barely in it. This time, name, face, well, didn't really have a name.
My name is Kevin Luton, and this is my buddy.
Kevin totally surprised me. Like, he was really fucking funny.
Like, I didn't like rehearse anything in my head or what I would say. I don't think there was anything I had planned ahead of time.
Kevin doesn't have like the traditional tool set that an actor has, like to make them quote unquote a good actor, but Kevin is so entertaining to watch.
It's like, oh, what, like just the first thing that comes to my head, what is the thing that just should be said? Like what would a hype man say? You know, and kind of echo it.
A very unique kind of character. It was good.
Where he'll just like say shit and he'll just crack everyone. On set, Kevin was getting the biggest laughs out of all of us, and he had no written jokes at all.
Just with Kevin and Brian going back and forth, every single time Kevin interjected something, it was so hard not to ruin the take with just laughing because Kevin would just say something random.
Can I talk to you outside for a second?
Yeah, I'd like that.
It's the hardest shoot we've had that I also had fun on. It was a long day and we spent the entire time in a single office, and that office was hot and it was getting stuffy.
And it got exhausting. We got rejuvenated once we left.
Cody, you happy? Oh, you know it, man. I'm on the beach. And we're filming movies. This is the life. It's the life, bro.
California life. And then we went to the beach, and then we kind of like, we perked up a little bit. You know, the beach just puts you in a good mood. And then we did the effects stuff.
Hey, Kev, what are we doing? We're gonna get Cody wet.
It wasn't negative by any recollection for me. I remember purely positive, fun day.
Is this what you do to all your friends? You just put them on the firing line?
He made a little tiff about needing to be wet in front of a green screen.
Cody was so vehemently against getting water on him for a shower scene.
This is silly. This is just silly.
Let's do it. Oh, the steps. The steps.
Yeah, you're right. Nothing else silly happened today. So
Yeah, you're right. This is the most silly thing that's happened.
By the end of the day, Cody was a little bitch. He was complaining about basically everything.
Cody was being a little bitch.
Yeah, Cody did become like a huge baby.
You need a hug.
Can we not just put the hose in front of him, though?
That's really funny.
He contracted this rare condition where he grows a little vagina.
Cody, for a role. Are you an actor? Vince, you're getting all of this, right?
Why would they be filming a green screen thing with water?
Because you're in the prison shower.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they were filming in the green screen, but
So why wouldn't they just
pouring water on you?
Why wouldn't they just like CGI water into the scene?
It looked too fake, so they were pouring actual water on you. Remember?
That sounds like something that would piss me off if it happened.
He kept going on about this thing. What is it? He said he had Raynaud's. Yeah, he kept going on about that.
Yeah, it's a serious disease. I know a little bit about it.
Do you?
It's a circulatory disease that once you get cold water on you, the blood flow and the stress it causes your skin to turn colors. It's just not a very fun disease to have, Nicole. It's a very stressful thing.
You good? Cody, get in the water.
Where are we supposed to be coming from?
Okay. He just didn't want to be wet. That's what it sounded like. Yeah, that was your exact reaction when it happened. Did you block it out for like traumatic purposes?
Potentially.
No, that is Cody, you have to move forward.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, you have to be covered by the green screen. Don't go into frame.
I was very nice about it. I was like, Cody, how about this? How about I spray it down with you not standing, and then you walk in. It's more of a choice, you know? And he was like, I do appreciate that, Kevin. I do appreciate that very much. And then he did it, and it was fine. And it turned out great. I think the blood was really awesome. It always is.
What a nightmare, dude.
I was really sleepy that third day because I was just editing the short, but like I was just assembling it the whole night. And then I turned it into Alec and he's like, hey, how come there's a bin in Premiere that's completely empty and just says fuck you? I don't remember doing that. I don't know.
From the writing to the filming, even to the editing, we were certain that we were the only people that would ever find Game Changers funny.
And then Alec, I was watching him edit it, and we had a mostly finished version, and we watched it, and then we were like, this is funny. I don't think anyone else is gonna think it's funny.
He's probably thinking that because we were in that office for so long, we hear the same joke over and over again because we were getting so many angles.
So before we even drove up, we had a cut that we were okay with turning in, like ready to go, exported, ready to turn in. But we watched it, we wanted to make changes, so we were exporting that on the way up. And that's ultimately the one we turned in because it exported in time. But we did have a backup just in case, something we will always do forever now.
The level of unprofessionality on that set, I wasn't even positive they ever pressed record, so I didn't know if there would be a final product.
And it was all of our first time working together, but there were still strong results.
My sister-in-law is a dental hygienist, and she said it was hilarious. She sent it to the dentist and her colleagues.
We turned it in probably the most cocky and arrogant we've ever done anything.
People had a pretty good reaction the first screening. I feel like they reacted to it way better the second time.
So the biggest shock was that people fucking loved it. Not necessarily as much as Kip Wallace. At least at that first screening, it did not have the following that Kip Wallace had. And the biggest laugh of all was that prison rape joke.
Since its release, we've even had people say they like it more than Kip Wallace, which I think they're ridiculous.
Yeah, maybe it's not going to be as funny as Kip Wallace to people, but people will still find it funny because there's just points where it's like, it's just so weird that people are gonna laugh. Like, I didn't think that there would be no jokes that would land.
The fact that there are people that like it more so doesn't actually surprise me that much, because I think it's a slightly different sense of humor. You know, Kip Wallace is more goofy and with hints of raunchy. This is hints of goofy, but it's mostly raunchy, which I think there is an audience for, you know.
Really, the awards prove that the best part of our short was all the talented actors that we were able to snag up.
But it was really cool that Brian got nominated, Kevin got nominated, and Nicole got nominated.
The best thing about Nicole is she fully commits.
She's hilarious, even with the small amount of material that we gave her.
Because I was out of town for the first screening, and I was out of town for the second screening where they would have the awards and all that. So I was like, that'd be really weird if I won and I wasn't there. But it was even weirder because I didn't.
It felt good to be acknowledged, I guess, up there.
I did not expect to win, you know, the Best Supporting Actress, and I feel like I was really underdressed.
And once she won, we all lost it. We just were like, just completely surprised and just yelling and just like, oh, you all suck! You all suck!
The overall experience was really good. It was really, really fun. Like, it was a great first time working with the guys.
I don't look back with any bad memories or anything. It was fun. And plus I didn't do audio. So yeah, so I'm actor man forever now. Expect me to have a starring role in the next one, and the one after that, and the one after that, and the one after that.
When we did this festival in April, it kind of felt like we had just finished Kip Wallace, like the high of that hadn't really died down yet. You know, I'm excited for the next festival, but I feel like they're too close together.
You look at our first short and then the next short, you can see improvements. I think that's one thing that we have, is we don't toot our own horns a lot. We see the flaws in our productions and we learn from them.
It's all good times from here. I don't think we're gonna have any real hiccups like we did the first time. Like, the first time really taught us a lot, and now we're not learning anything else because we do everything perfectly.
2018, when we kicked all kinds of ass.
Way too big of
we don't toot our own horns a lot.
The most cocky and arrogant we've ever done.
We see the flaws in our productions and we learn from them.
I feel like they're too close together.
It went great. Nothing went wrong. Nothing will go wrong ever again. Ever again.
breakfast?
Cheesecake.
Get cheesecake for breakfast? What the fuck are you thinking?
I didn't want to make a silent one because silent movies are stupid. The artist is stupid. Karen, you're probably gonna have to cut around this.
I think it's so stupid that you kind of have to be around to laugh at it. But with all that being said, we thought it was hilarious.
I also felt very confident because nobody can do comedy in these festivals. Kevin, you're probably gonna have to cut around a lot of this.
So we got some Panda Express. Cody, of course, learned that the orange chicken has the texture of gum, which he did not believe me, and then he ate some, and he said, Brian, you're absolutely right, you're a genius, it does taste like gum. I said, thank you.
Thanks to Cody being in a lot of their work, I was able to see a lot of it, and I was really excited about it. They're funny.
I'm Cody.
You are Cody.
Did I win 2 years in a row? Was that back to back? I don't remember. Were other people in our crew nominated? I don't even pay attention. If it doesn't involve me, I don't really notice it.
Okay, that's cut.
I thought it was super exciting that the others got nominated. You know, throw them a I'm gonna give a genuine answer. It was cool.
Am I making sense even?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've lost my mind, I think. Yeah.
I guess what I knew about Game Changers was nothing. Which one is this? Game Changers is the toothbrush one, right?
Yes. She's so busy, this big star.
So many.